collective. Let's go ahead and get into messages today and see what y'all need to know. Okay. If you don't want to stay, you don't have to stay. You can if you want though. Also, I'm not gonna message you for no readings and nothing like that, donations or nothing. If you want to book a reading, I have a booking link and I have 3 YouTube channels. That's it. If you want more messages from me, you can definitely find me on Instagram threads as well too, and on Instagram at Ashley Allure Co. All right, the links are in the bio. All right, so basically what you need to know at this current time being here is that what's going on is that isolation is looking good on you, boo. I feel like what's going on with you being in isolation, you could have thought like, what did I do wrong? Why am I in isolation? Or more importantly, I'm being isolated again, okay? Or I'm being isolated, and what the fuck do I do now? Okay, but I feel like the isolation is like helping you grow, and ever since you've been in isolation, you've grown way more than you're giving yourself credit for. Okay, this could be like growth mentally, emotionally, maturing, healing, relearning, reparenting yourself, and you've been persevering and moving forward and doing a lot of work. And I know it's hard. Also, Mariah is scientist, could be a significance, okay? Or you could be watching a lot of like TV shows or looking up to people who you are inspired by, or realizing that, you know, everybody goes through isolation, everybody needs growth, and everybody needs to persevere and move forward, or this could be making you stronger. And I feel like while you're in isolation right now, I feel like there could be situations that you were pulled out of with the get out card. Yeah, there were situations or people that you were pulled away from or pulled out of because they weren't for your highest good. Okay, even if you wanted to stay there, even if you wanted to stay with them, even if you wanted to befriend them, etc. And I feel like the people, okay, that were removed from your life, okay, that removed from your life, whether it's platonically, romantically, work-wise, outside world, social media, whatever, they could be giving you the cold shoulder right now. Yeah, they feel like you're giving them the cold shoulder, so they giving you a dirty little look because they feel like, why you acting like that? Why you doing this? Why you doing that? But it's because, like I said, you was removed, collective, because these friends, companions, lovers, the people who you thought was loyal towards you, they was not having your best interest at heart, and they could be giving you the cold shoulder, looking at you funny because, like I said, you could be ascending. All right, you could be moving, you could be traveling, you could be ascending, making a lot of progress, or more importantly, you're getting back to yourself. You're getting back in alignment. You're getting back to that version of yourself, and I feel like they could be giving you this little stank ass look right now. Okay, and I feel like with some of you guys, that you also could be in isolation because there were certain emotions or things that were triggering to you that you had to sit in and kind of like, get that shit together before they moved you to the next level or around new people. And you have to get under control, not only just emotions, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, sexually, some things you needed to get under control, all right, before they moved you to the next level. This could also be as well too, yeah, where you could have thought that somebody was fucking with you whole time, they was controlling you, they were your puppeteer, or they were your handler, all right, and things that could have triggered you, or people who could have tried to be in control of you or your destiny, they had to be removed too, or you had to, see this through your own eyes, okay? Or if you was spending unnecessary money or doing things that was holding you on that level, holding you at that vibration, 333, or putting you in a place to where you wasn't gonna be able to grow or get what you wanted or what your spiritual team wanted you to have. That's why they put that ass in isolation. But for some of you guys here, you also could have went through a breakup, a divorce, or a separation as well too, and that's because that person was not for you, or more importantly, you guys were just not equally yoked, and there was too much toxicity in your life, and he had to start there and work his way all the way down. You could also even realize that you were being spiritually attacked, or you were trying to figure out who or what the spiritual attacks was coming from, and it was coming from these people or these things you were doing or things that you were lowering your vibration to, okay? And I feel like we got a brainstorming card. You also got people here with you being in isolation right now. They're trying to get their ideas together. They're trying to problem solve and figure shit out and figure out a way back into your life or into this new level that you are on. Or when you come back out of isolation, it's just like they're waiting on you at the door. Like, bitch, y'all waiting on you at the door. Okay? Be aware of that, collective. But with you guys that are being isolated right now, I need you guys to connect to your higher self, your spiritual team. All right, and really just get into the dirt, okay? Get dirty. And Nine of Wands, any type of blockage or things you're undecisive about, or you haven't thought about or made your mind up about, this is the time to do that now. Ten of Swords, things that you have to end or stop doing, or habits or things you want to change, or this the last straw. Queen of Pentacles, things you need to invest in, take more seriously, nurture, maintain, do more business, or create more. or use your feminine energy for more Empress card energy. The time is now, because you're giving everything that you need. Even though you're in isolation, you're being given everything that you need, or you're going to be given everything that you need, resource wise, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, to get the necessary work done to prepare yourself necessarily for the next step or the next, journey. Okay, but you need to make sure at this current time being here that you're following your instincts, your intuition, getting more comfortable with that, and getting more comfortable with saying, if I feel this is intuitively off, that's what it is. I don't have to always look for the why or look for any information, and accept that that's what it is. Because for some of you guys here, it could be because you get easily distracted or easily confused or convinced, and that's a no-no. Okay, like I said, for some of you guys here, you're also being in isolation because your soulmate is ready for you. Okay, and people who you was around wasn't really grateful for you or the connections. Like, you're being prepared for people here who are actually going to be grateful for you. Yeah,